Hello everyone, I am Prasanna Kumar, Senior Research and Program Associate at Asian Confluence. At our seventh episode of Ground Speak series, we have a very special guest with us, Ms. Amrutha N. Bharadwaj, Executive Director, Amruth Organic Fertilizers Limited, based at Chiturdurga in Karnataka, India. Amrutha is passionate about agriculture field and she has very good experience in biofertilizers, biopesticides, and promoters. I welcome you to the show, Amrutha.
Sir, thank you for the brief introduction. I'm very much happy to hear today.
Amrita, I'll start with my first question. Same, tell what inspired you, to get into this organic fertilizers sector, and how's your journey through Amruth Organic Fertilizers?
Actually, this was a long story. So, what happened was the main inspiration or the motivation I has derived from my father actually. So, as a growing up, I observed how we used to grow the crops, how we used to put the fertilizers. I remembered that he used to prepare the fertilizers for that is vermicompost using some kind of earthworms himself, and he used to apply to our field, and he got a very good yield and the results. And also, he was always passionate about the farming community. He wanted to do something for the farming community. So for that, he started the dairy unit with starting from the 10 cows. Later, it became 100 cows, and the cow manure and the cow urine that was getting from those cow was not sufficient for our land only. So then he thought he has to do something for the farming community. So they started the idea of constructing or building the Amrut Organic Fertilizers. So what happened was when I observed him, he always used to study some of the organic fertilizer kind of books or magazines and all. And even I got a chance to dive into the agriculture sector. And also academically, I was always a good student, and also I was interested in science, especially in agriculture sector. So that's why I opted for my master's in microbiology also, that is science stream, MSc in microbiology. So then later, I also finished my diploma course in agriculture, especially for this DESI. That is a very much popular course as an agriculture extension service in these days. So later, I thought I should give a something more technical aspect. I should know something deep knowledge into the agriculture sector. So that's why I started pursuing the PhD from my Doctor of Philosophy from in the field of biotechnology. So this is how my journey has been started. This is how it got me motivated.
Interesting, Amrita. Could you also help us go through how is your journey through Amruth Organic Fertilizers?
Yeah, the journey it's been very good actually. Actually, before entering as an executive director, I did not came directly as an executive director here. So before I worked as in a millet processing unit near Davangere. It is 60 kilometers from here. I worked there for 1 year and I got extensive experience there. And I also worked as a chief role in a supermarket, how the administration runs and all. So later, after finishing my master's, I worked in a laboratory segment and I got a handful of experience regarding how the soil testing will be done, how the fertilizer testing will be done, and how the biofertilizers are prepared. So like that, all the technical aspects I got to learn. So later, I'm working as an executive director from the past 1 year. So the journey was amazing and it is going very good. And we are seeing lots of ups and downs. As it is agriculture sector, it is not always constant. It is a season dependent. Sometimes you will get the good rains, sometimes you will not get the good rainfall. So like this, how we should make our company proud, how we should make our company keeps on going in those crisis times also. So all those aspects in order to working towards that goal, it's been a very good experience for me.
Thank you. Amrita, can you explain us about some of the basic products or services that your company offers to farmers in order to, increase their crop yield, like that?
Okay. So coming to the products, see, our company has extensively n number of products. So if starting from the seedling, if a farmer wants to sow the seed, till to the harvesting part, we have everything. We have each and every inputs. So starting from the organic manures, growth promoters, biopesticides, biofungicides, and also the prom, that is phosphorus rich organic manure, and biopotash, and water soluble fertilizers, and neem based organic manures, and also the granulation forms. So all these kinds of fertilizers are extensively available in both powder and liquid forms, and also some of the fertilizers are also available in the granulation form also.
Very good. And are there any specific initiatives or programs meant for the farming community itself that your company helps them to to increase their crop yield, or to improve the soil health, or say to take up eco-friendly or sustainable agricultural practices? Any programs or initiatives or camps like that you conduct through your company?
Coming to the initiatives, yeah, that is obviously the mandatory thing for any farmers, because any company can supply the fertilizers, any company can give the inputs. But in order to serve the farming community, it is very definite and mandatory to keep a contact with the farmers. So how we are doing is, our company is extensively involved in giving the training and informative programs for the farmers on a weekly basis. So every week, so many large number of farmer groups, they keeps on coming from FPOs, that is farmer producing organization, and NABARD, also the nearby RSKs, that is Raita Samparka Kendras, and also some diploma courses will also, and so the students will also be comes visits to our industrial visits. So from all these kinds, we give the extensive information regarding the latest technologies that are available in the agriculture segment, and we also gives how the organic farming should improve, and how the benefits of using the organic fertilizers can improve the soil health and yield. So all these will be demonstrated to the farmers, and also we show the farmers our complete industry, because it is quite what in these days, usually the industries don't allow the farmers or any customers inside
Okay.
their premises. But this is in our mind, that we have to show our farmers how the product is preparing, how the fertilizers they are purchasing is prepared in our industry. So they have to see the industry first, and later we will give the extensive information that is needed for them. So later, so they will get confidence that okay, like these products are preparing, then they will proceed.
Acha. Amrutha, say farmers who are near to your plant can definitely come and visit it. What about farmers who are very far from your place? Say, you are from Chitradurga. What if farmer coming from Belgaum or Dharwad, or say from other parts of Karnataka, or from other states also? So what about them? I mean, are there any initiatives where you people go and try to interact with them directly, or what would you do in such cases?
Okay. See, what I will suggest is seeing is different, and seeing practically is different, and seeing in a screen is different. So obviously, for the all over the Karnataka, especially starting from Bidar, Gulbarga, Raichur, from those far distance also, the farmers groups will come. They will come and they will get a proper information, because once they visit here, they will get the confidence. So firstly, I suggest almost every farmers that you should physically visit the industry once. So later, if it is in a circumstances where it is not at all possible for them to come to the industry, so then we have a field executives or also the marketing staffs. So they will themselves go to their field, and they will get their soil samples, and they will also analysis their field or the farming farms, and they will see whether it has any diseases that has reported in their farm and all, and they will give the informations. And also we have a supply chain of dealers and distribution and networks all over the state. So from them also the farmers can get the information. And also in order to see how the company will work and what are the products are available, so we have a site www.amruthgroups.com. There are all kinds of products, videos, and farmer testimonies. Everything is available there. And also we have a YouTube channel. There also the farmers can get how the results are getting.
Amrita, could you talk about one or two success stories or say case studies, which talks about how the farmers are benefited from your organic fertilizers, and say in terms of the increase in the crop yield or the soil health, or in any case, in any form. Uh, can you please, go through one or two such stories or case studies, examples?
Okay, see, the testimonies means we have nth number of testimonies available because each and every farmer, our company main motto is our company business will not stop until the products are reaching to the farmers. But what I will say is it will continue after supplying of the products also, the follow-ups, the demonstrations, how the farmer, whether after using our products, the farmer is getting any result or not, and if he is using correct dose of the recommendations whatever we have suggested from the company side. So all these parameters in, all these informations will be asked. So our marketing staffs or the marketing executives will themselves visits to the field periodically, and they assess their fields also after supplying the after using the fertilizers. Is there any changes that has been recorded in their forms? So everything will be done, and there are so many testimonies available. If you want me to tell at least one or two testimonies means, so here nearby only to our Chitradurga, Haveri, one district is there named Haveri. So in that district, the farmer named Manchappa, he is actually a onion grower. So
Mhm.
what he's saying is, before he used to use the extensive chemical fertilizer, and also the cost was very high, and also the so many diseases were reported after using the chemical fertilizers. That is a obvious thing, because there will not be any micronutrients or microorganisms that will not be available in their field by using the chemical fertilizer. But later he got some information and he got switched over to the organic fertilizer. So then he extensively used the organic inputs of our company. Then the size or the quality of the bulb of the onion got increased, and also the shining of the onion got increased, and so many diseases, especially the onion is majorly prone to the rot diseases in the extensive rainfall. So that also got controlled. So all these testimonies are available.
Okay. See, chemical fertilizers are used extensively in India, right? I mean, especially in the last 2, 3 decades or so. We see almost every farmer are, dependent upon chemical fertilizers. Why do you think it is important for, Indian farmers, or say any farmer from any part of the world? Why is it important for him or her to shift to organic farming from chemical farming? I mean, chemical by using chemical fertilizers. Why is it important?
Okay, actually, this is the most familiar question we used to get. Shifting from the chemical fertilizers to the organic fertilizers, the importance, I can give an example during the COVID times. See, in COVID times, the most of our people, what they did, they gone to the old traditional way of making kashayas and all, rather than taking the vaccinations and visiting to the hospitals during that pandemic times. And we have also got the reports that their resistance power in their body also got increased after using these traditional methods. So that is the main thing. Whatever the technologies, whatever the thing we will do today, apart from that, always the traditional ways will always have their importance in the every field we can see. So coming to the agriculture sector, organic farming is very mandatory, because even the government of India, it is also suggesting to do the integrated farming management to in order to minimize the use of the chemical fertilizer. Because see, if we use the chemical fertilizer, the soil, that is a living thing. If we are feeding a poison, if we are giving the chemicals, means the microorganisms that are living organisms that are present inside the soil, they cannot survive. And also the farmer can get a good yield in 1 year 2 year, because farmers always wants a fast result. So the fast results always have its certain bad effects also. So what happens, by using these chemical fertilizers, the nutrient availability in the soil also got diminishes, and the main, especially the soil health also will get depletes. The microorganisms which are present in the soil, they cannot be able to survive. So once he starts using these organic fertilizers, what happens, the texture of the soil and also the porosity of the soil and also the living content in the soil, they keeps on increasing every year by year. So later, see, in olden days, we used to see in our grandfather farms extensive earthworms. Earthworms were moving all over the field. But today, we cannot see even a single earthworm in any field because that is the effect of the chemical fertilizer. So if we switch on to this organic fertilizers gradually, I will not say immediately you should switch on. At least the dosage of the fertilizer, chemical fertilizers, it should be decreasing every year. Along with that, you should use the organic fertilizer so that the earthworm and also the organic carbon content, everything will gets increases in the soil, and also the farmer will get the good yield, and also the disease can be controlled. So there are so many benefits are there by using the organic fertilizer. So that's why I will recommend it is, rather than to avoid completely the chemical fertilizers, at least you should go for integrated farming, 50% organic and 50% chemical.
Once they get to see the results, then they can shift
Yes,
fully.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yeah. What about the cost effectiveness, feasibility? I know, I mean, naturally produced organic fertilizers, that's different, which is made through cow dung and what the farmers can do on their own. But when it comes through a company like yours, like, it's manufactured in a factory and then brought to the field and all, what are the cost benefits? Could you throw some light on it? I mean, compared to, chemical fertilizers?
Okay. So coming to the affordability aspect, so our main motto of the company is, if a farmer is spending 50 rupees per plant, he has to get 500 rupees profit in return on that plant. So this is the main motto of our company. So in order to ensure this motto, so obviously the quality and also the affordability, these two aspects plays a very major role. So, in order to give the farmer at a affordable price, what we have did was, see, our company is fully equipped with large number of production capacity. That is 5 lakh metric ton per annum, the organic fertilizers or the manures, and also 3 lakh liters, 3 lakh gross liters capacity of the bio fertilizers, that is liquid fertilizers, also has been producing in our company. So this large production ensures that the production cost will be a little much lesser. So in this, we can able to provide the farmer at a fertilizer at an affordable price. And apart from this, and also the bulk procurement and also the bulk production, so these plays a major role. If a farmer himself, he is able to prepare, like you said, in olden days, using a cow dung and cow urine, the farmers will prepare the fertilizers. Even now also, so many farmers are preparing themselves. But what I will suggest is, see, if you are using the cow dung only and you are decomposing that and you are using to your feed, yes, you will get the price little bit lesser. But what about the nutrients? See, the cow dung only, it contains the nitrogen very much lesser, 0.2 to 0.3%. And also, if you have to the cow dung is not so extensively available that you can use all over to the plants. So what we will do in our company, we will procure the different kinds of raw materials from everywhere. So like starting from the sugarcane industry waste like molasses and bagasse, ashes, and also cow dung, cow urines, and also some city vegetable waste also we will get, and also from the shell, from the egg manufacturing or some industry we will get, and in the ketchup industries we will get the tomato waste. So like this, we will procure the different kinds of raw materials, we will decompose it in a suitable manner, so that the nutrients availability to the plants will be much higher compared to the normal traditional way of preparing fertilizers by himself of a farmer. And also the price will also be much lesser compared to the normal thing of applying the fertilizer. And also our company is equipped with extensive own transportation facility. So this ensures that we can cut down the cost of the transportation. So by considering all these aspects, we can able to provide the farmers inputs at a much affordable price.
Okay, coming back to your plant, Amrita, are there any research and development activities going through in your, company in order to improve the quality of the, the product, services, or, with the ultimate motive to help farmers even better than what you are doing today? Could you please, explain us if there are any of such kind? Yeah.
Yeah, R&D, research and development. Without R&D, agriculture sector cannot be run in according to my way. So now also there is so many projects are going on. So now morely we are concentrating on chili anthracnose disease. So that is one of the major disease of the northern Karnataka. In
Mm.
Kannada, we call it as Chibbu Roga, and that is anthracnose disease. So, what we are aiming here is we are discovering the product that is consortia based on more number of good bacteria and good beneficial soil fungi, and we are thought of increasing the we are thought of decreasing the disease in the chili. At the same time, our motto has to increase the crop yield. See, it means in one product, the two aspects we are looking from same the disease management and also the nutritional enhancement of the crop. So, along with that, we are also planning for the nanoparticles fertilizers, the nano fertilizers, especially the IFCO has released the nano urea and nano DAP. So the nanoparticles synthesis and also the nano fertilizers we are looking for, and also the bacterial encapsulation technology we are doing. So these are all some of the few ongoing projects in our company. And also,
Interesting.
there are so many students from agriculture sector, BSc MSc and many science stream students. They come here for the internship and they pursue their final year projects. They pursue their organic fertilizer projects. So, like
Mhm.
this, the projects will be always keeps on going.
Interesting. As you know, Amrita, during the pandemic times, the COVID crisis times, almost every industry was hit, and especially the manufacturing sector was badly hit. So then, a company like yours, which is dependent upon the value chain links, uh, what plans do you have in order to manage or at least to mitigate the negative consequences of such unforeseeable impacts in the future?
Okay. See, the pandemic like COVID-19, it almost hit at every segment of the industry, nor an agriculture industry, it may be in textile industry. All the industries they got impacted from the COVID-19. But what we have did at that time was we have extensively focused on production because our plant was equipped with extensive production capacity. So we focused more on the production, and the stock management and the inventory management was our main motto at that time, because we could not supply to the longer distances because there were so many restrictions and regulations that were imposed by the government. So we focused on the production, and along with it, we also supplied our stock to the shorter distance. And at that time, the main thing I have to say is we have extensively cared for the employees, because at that time we have also got the help from the primary health center nearby us. So they used to come and they used to check all our employees regarding the vaccination and is there any symptoms of the COVID. So everything they used to check, and we also provided them the isolation facilities if they got any symptoms, and with the proper PPE kits and hand gloves and masks. So all of these extensive measures that has taken from the company. And also along with that, as you said, coming to your point, we have that at that time we were focused more on production.
Right, right. I get it. Amrita, the organic fertilizers company, I mean, the sector, for that matter, it faces a lot of challenges today. I mean, you know that much better than me. What do you think are the major challenges and opportunities that organic fertilizer manufacturing sector faces today? And what are your plans to to maneuver those challenges and to exploit the benefits or the advantages for the company?
Okay. So coming to the challenges of the agriculture industry, the first challenge we usually face is to create awareness regarding the organic farming in farming community, because the
Mm.
farmers usually they don't get convinced of using the organic fertilizers. They always from 60 to 70 years from past, they have been using extensively the chemical fertilizers, and they don't know how the soil health is depleting, how the microbial count is depleting, how the living content or the organic carbon in the soil is depleting. They don't have any idea. They just if one of his friend or one of his former neighboring he is using one bag of urea, he will use two bag of urea. If he is using one bag of DAP, he will also use one bag of DAP. So, like that, without any proper technical guidelines and technical knowledge, the farmers are using the fertilizers, and also the cost will also gets more. So, what we have did, so in order to create the awareness among the farmers, first we take the soil test, soil samples from their field. Our field executives themselves they visit the soil farmers field, and they take the soil sample and they give to the company labs, and after the test reports has come, we will recommend the fertilizers based on the test report. So what this will help means, along with the soil and water test also, fertilizer test also we will do. So based upon the soil test we will give the recommendation. This not only helps the farmers to improve the soil health, it also improves the nutrient that is required for the crop or the land, and also it decreases the cost mainly, because if nitrogen is already present in the farmer's field, why is the need to again supply urea, or why is again need to supply the nitrogen? So these parameters can only be known after once the soil got tested, because by using our naked eyes we cannot see what is deficient or what is excess in the soil. So the soil testing we will prefer. So this is the one challenge, and also how we overcome this. And again, coming to the opportunities, so what I can say, agriculture is an evergreen sector. So it is not like in any industry you have to evaluate. Oh, this year it is going upwards in economic growth. It is going upwards. Okay, my business is going good. So like this market analysis, you have to do every year, every month. You have to do. But in agriculture, it is not like that, because food is a mandatory thing. Everybody needs to eat food. So that is why the agriculture sector is a booming sector. It is an evergreen sector. So there is not at all a second doubt in that. So the one must extensively can go blindly to the agriculture sector, and also the
Yeah.
connection that you have with the farmers directly, that motivates you to do the work hard to serve the community. Because and also the whatever the food we are consuming today, so most of those foods are toxic. They got a large amount of the residues, pesticide residues in that. So, by educating the farmers, by creating the awareness regarding organic farming, we ourselves can also able to eat the good organic food, so that
Mm.
our health will also get improved. So this is why this is the main opportunity that agriculture sector can expect. And also one more challenges this agriculture industry will face is it is a season dependent. Means it is not in your control. See, this year also in Karnataka we have faced shortage of rainfall. So due to this shortage of rainfall, so many drought has created, and this directly impact the agriculture industries. And because the farmers they cannot use the fertilizers, they cannot use any pesticides due to the shortage of rainfall, and they also lost the crops in this year. So in this, this is also like a crisis for us, not only the COVID-19 pandemic. So this is also like a crisis for agriculture industries. So in these times, what we will try to do, we will try to focus more on exporting. So we will see whatever the opportunities are there in other places. So like that, we will keep on moving.
Okay. What about the challenges from MNCs? What do you think of? Are there any MNCs which are, of course, there must be some many of the MNCs. Can you explain about that? Do you face such challenges from them in terms of cost or the marketing or reachability?
Coming to MNC, we have not faced that much of a problem. But if I could mention one or two, that maybe see in agriculture today, what happened? It is like a mushroom head. So many industries are developing, and these industries they are duplicating the products, and they are not maintaining the quality. So this ultimately impact the agriculture and our organic fertilizer, because the farmer mindset has been changing nowadays. But before there were so many duplications were there, and this could impact the agriculture business also. And also coming to the MNCs challenges means some of the regulations will be there regarding the transportation branding, but with the proper effort and by the creating the proper awareness among the farmer, it will change. Because the farmer, he is not like I want this company fertilizer or this company fertilizer. He will not ask. What he will ask is, okay, I have spent this much of amount in my form, so I have to get at least this much of amount in return. So this is the point only he is expecting. So that is why the problems from MNC is not that much of a problem, but the duplication of the products from some of the companies has been increasing. And also the government has also imposed several regulations in order to avoid this. So now it is getting much better.
Finally, Amrita, what message would you like to give to, say, budding or, uh, entrepreneurs who would like to take up their career in organic fertilizer sector or say agri-business in general or young entrepreneurs? What message would you like?
My best advice would be, first, if you have to enter the agriculture field, first educate yourself. First get to know what is agriculture, and what are the opportunities are there, and how is the market demands in the agriculture, and more of a technical aspect like what is the soil health means, and how we should improve the yield of the plants, and what are the common diseases that has been reporting, and how we should able to decrease the disease and all. So like this, at least a small R&D you have to do before entering into the agriculture sector. You should have a base knowledge. See, because if you can manage anything, but if you don't know the technical aspects of the agriculture, obviously you will fail. So better you educate yourself, you educate the core subject of the agriculture first. So the next thing for that matter, there are so many courses are also available. Even government, from agriculture extension service, they have introduced a new diploma course, that is desi. Even I have finished that course, that is diploma in agriculture extension service for input dealers. Means if anyone has to open the new agriculture shop, there is definitely he or she should complete the BSc agriculture degree or BSc chemistry. Other than, he should complete this course, because by finishing this course he will get the basic knowledge, what is fertilizer and what and all it contains, and what is meant by nutrient management, what are disease management. So in order to educating ourselves, there are so many platforms are available. Utilize those platforms and educate yourself. This is the first main advice I would give. Then later, if this is done, then everything will comes in hand. You can manage the financial management also. You can done. That is not a problem, because so many market analysis and so many good opportunities are there, you can get a help with. And also there are so many agencies and so many services are also available that you can get the information from. And also there's agriculture. If you want to enter this field, you have to be very resiliently committed to the farming community. Service should be your first motto. Your motto should not be the more number of sales or more number of profit. That should not be your motto. Because if you provide a good service to the farmers, everything will come. So in order to serve these farmers, you have to be committed to the farmers. You have to be very strong about your products. You have to be very confident about the results. So because, see, when you go to the farmer field, I will say, see, we have been using that fertilizer from past 1 year, and our plant leaves are looking like this. What happened this, he will ask us. If you don't know the technical aspect, what you will tell him? Nothing you can say. So we are like plant doctors, we can say. Not an animal human doctor. Doctors means you should be able to provide a suggestion, proper suggestion to the farmer in his language, so then only it will succeed. So this is the main thing I have observed in agriculture industry. So the rest you can manage. And one good advice is always listen to your parents, because they are your ultimate guides. Whoever you may be, and whatever the amount of education you got, and whatever the position you may be, the experience and the amount of knowledge that they have in the past days, that cannot be beatable. So always listen to your parents. So these two advices I would like to give to the upcoming entrepreneurs.
Right, right. I agree, Amrita. Finally, thank you so much for sharing your experience with us. And on behalf of Asian Confluence, I wish you all the best for all your endeavors in future. And I also would like to thank all the viewers who are watching this show. And for more such videos, please do visit our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.